Hi guys! Today we're doing a hair care video, a natural hair care video. I think it's very important to take care of the hair that you have under your wigs because like when my weave is giving me a hard time, sometimes you washed it, you didn't wash it right, and there might be some grease in it. It might be a little greasy, it's not coming out right. It makes you feel good that you can take your wig off and you can just rock out natural if you want to. So my main focus right now is natural hair care. I'm gonna give you a little backstory. I've been wearing weave for a long time. I love weave, that's my thing. So before I was perming my hair and then I would braid it up and put a weave on it. And it's like, what's the point of perming your hair to braid it down? So for me, I felt like it was getting very thin. I have really thick hair. So for me, I felt like it was getting very thin doing that. So one day I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go all the way with it. Like my hair is always braided up anyway. I was wearing closures, so it was like nothing was ever left out. So I did the big chop. Like I did it myself. I just washed my hair and whatever was like straight at the ends, I just chopped it off. And no heat for 1 year. And it grew so much. But in the meantime, I had like a hair care routine that I was doing. So that's what we're gonna get into today. So we're starting off with hair that has been braided up for the last 3 weeks. I had braids in 2.5, 3 weeks, give or take. So there's product in it, it's crinkly and everything. So the first very important step is to comb through your hair. You don't want to get your hair wet like this because it will mat up. So you need to comb out your hair to get all the kinks, all the tangles, everything, all the extra hair. Because when your hair sheds, you have a certain amount of hair that sheds every day, every week. Don't quote me. Actually, according to Google, it's normal to lose anywhere from 50 to 100 strands of hair per day. Can you believe that? But your hair sheds, so even when it's braided up, you're still losing hair. So you have to get all that hair out so when you go to wet it and wash it, it doesn't tangle. So here you'll see me sectioning through my hair to comb through all the tangles. It is very, very important to start at the ends of your hair when combing and working up towards the top. You'll see me do this technique throughout every step. I feel like ever since I stopped getting perms, my head is so tender. Like anything hurts me anymore. And I think that only happened since I stopped getting perms. I was never tender-headed. I used to love getting a fresh weave. Like the tightness of it, that felt so good. Now, anything hurts. So this is all the hair that I lost in the last 3 weeks. So a lot of people think that when they see hair like that in the comb, like they're ripping their hair out, but no, it's just hair that has shed and just it couldn't release. Okay, so on to step 2, which is shampooing. In this video, I'm using Tresemme, but I don't really have a preference for what I like to use. I just kind of use what works best for my hair type. I have used shampoos in the past that actually dried my hair out. But if you head over to my Instagram, one of my IGTV videos, I talk about natural hair care products that I've used and that I like. I kind of review them. So, and I also talk about shampoos because a lot of people don't know exactly what shampoos are used for. So just head over to my Instagram and check that video out. When shampooing, make sure you focus more on your roots. The ends will get clean as you rinse out the shampoo. Just a quick tip. Okay, so after we're done with shampooing, we can move on to step 3. Step 3 is a deep conditioner. Usually when I'm washing my hair, I'm not even gonna lie, it's to prepare myself for another style that's going to be in for some time. So I like to deep condition always. So what I do is I section my hair off and I put it in You want to focus on your ends as well because this is the hair that's been with you the longest. And when I put that in, I comb through it. Yo, how many of y'all get super tired? This is such a process. Like I dread washing my hair. But, I just grab make sure I have YouTube videos to watch. I grab snacks. It's like a whole half a day routine. Okay, so once you feel like you got it all coated, you take care of your ends, you focus on those, make sure they got some love as well. Now move on to step 4, I believe we're in. And that's the hot oil treatment. Usually people put it on before they shampoo, but I feel like that doesn't make sense to me. You can do it however you feel, but I like to put it on top of my deep conditioner because then I let it sit on there. So what I do is I have this in a bottle and I just pour some in a bowl, I heat it up and I just kind of apply it. Okay, so for this step, I'm just doing the same exact thing I did with my deep conditioner. I'm sectioning it off. I sectioned it into 4, which I should have did with the deep conditioner because my hair is so thick, it's just easier to handle like this. But yeah, I'm just doing the same exact thing, sectioning it off, putting the oil in on top of the deep conditioner, and that's it. And if anyone's wondering why I always section it off to put the product in, it just works for me because my hair is super thick and it's just easier to make sure that I'm getting all the hair coated in the conditioner and the hot oil and all that. So it's just easier. It's easier for me. You don't have to do it like that, but for me, it just helps me. Put on a plastic cap. I'm gonna use a plastic bag because that's all I have. Ghetto 101. But it works just as well. And then I'm gonna let this sit on for about a half an hour. Sometimes I'll let it sit on while I'm doing things around the house. Other times I sit under the dryer. I think that's what I'm gonna do right now because I can't cook my dinner yet because I just took my meat out. So I'm gonna put on my plastic bag and I'm gonna sit under the dryer for about a half hour. I don't think this is considered another step. No. It goes with step 4. I sit under the dryer for a half hour. If you do not sit under the dryer, just let it sit on for maybe an hour.
just a little longer, as long as you can. Even with using heat, you can sit it on for as long as you can. When I watch other videos, some people sleep in their deep conditioners. I would love to do that, but I'm scared to get my sheets and pillows wet. But yeah, so I just sit under the dryer, got my laptop, I have my snacks, and yeah, just sit in there and just let it do its job. And if anyone is wondering, I got this dryer as a gift for Christmas, but I know that my mom got it from Sally's, and it's really nice because it's not only for deep conditioners. I use it for when I'm putting on my wigs and I want them to lay flat. I use it for if I do my ponytails to lay them flat. So it's really good, a good investment. I definitely would recommend it.
Okay, so after I sat under the dryer for 30 minutes, I rinsed out the deep conditioner and the hot oil treatment, and now I'm on to my next step. That would be blow drying. So, when I blow dry, I mean, there's only kind of one way to do it. But when I blow dry, I like to put in a leave-in conditioner. Make sure you're adding some type of moisture back into your hair when blow drying. It could be a leave-in conditioner, it could be some type of oil, or it could be a heat protectant spray. Just make sure you're adding some type of moisture because blow drying your hair could definitely be damaging depending on how often you do it. So I just use a basic blow dryer, and then I have this little connector piece that obviously needs to be thrown away. I lost a lot of the little thing combs pieces in the process because my hair is so thick, but this helps me to detangle while I'm blow drying. You want to blow dry from the root down, so you kind of put the air going down. So this is my least favorite part. Like, I just hate this whole process. It's just so much easier to put a wig on or get a sew in. It's just so much easier. I hate this. I'd rather pay somebody to do this. So we're going to speed this process up super fast. And if you're using the same leave-in conditioner that I have, it's the Mayel. In that bottle, because I know they have two different kinds. This one is super thick. I think it's more for girls who want to use this to define their curls instead of using it as a protective leave-in conditioner. So one pump is more than enough. If you're planning on straightening your hair, it'll leave it really greasy. So don't use too much of this. For people like me who have all this hair and I'm taking my time, I'm watching YouTube, I'm eating, I'm doing all this stuff, it's kind of getting dry. So I like to use like a heating spray just to make it a little wet because that makes it easier to manage. So I just spray it a little bit to moisten it back up. Put some leave-in and then it works fine. I would so rather pay somebody to do this. Okay, so that was the final step, blow dry. I'm actually, I'm not going to straighten or anything because I'm about to braid it up and get a style done to my hair. But I just wanted to show you how I take care of my natural hair. I usually do it on Sundays just so it's like care days, but this is my routine. If you want to see all the products that I use or all my favorite products, head over to my Instagram. I have a video on IGTV all about the products that I like for my natural hair. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Down in the comments, let me know what type of videos you want to see from me. Thank you guys for watching. See ya until the next video.